Thank you, Kelly. Oh, power storms like Douglas often mean a lot of downed power lines. Shannon Tangonan with Hawaiian Electric joins us now live with more on what's being done to keep the lights on. Good morning to you, Shannon. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
So first off, any power outages or issues yet on Oahu, Maui County, or Hawaii Island?
Well, on Maui, we're seeing some power outages in the Wailuku area. We just want to let people know that we're aware. As far as cause, we're just not sure at this moment. We're still looking into it, but just rest assured we are, we're on it.
And what time did you start receiving reports about that Wailuku power outage, and how many homes are affected?
I'm not sure at this moment how widespread it is. We just got the information just a few minutes ago.
Okay, thank you for giving us that live update. But of course, crews have been preparing for things like this for a while now. Can you talk more about the timeline and what crews do to prepare for a storm?
Definitely. We've already moved or pre-positioned much of our equipment to different areas that, in the past have been, given us issues during storms. So we have folks, equipment in Hana, Lahaina. We've moved crews from Oahu to Maui County. We're just basically prepping for the restoration after the storm.
When you talk about Hawaii Island, we often hear about albizia trees falling and then downing power lines, but the albizia trees, the upkeep, that's not something that happens just right before the storm, correct?
Definitely. We do vegetation management throughout the year. So we've definitely kept up with that. There were lessons learned after Iselle. So we have definitely put more effort and money into vegetation management.
And we talk about preparations with HECO staff, but residents, customers can do their own preparations. Can you tell customers what they should be doing ahead of the storm in terms of their refrigeration, turning up the thermostat, and also unplugging certain appliances?
Sure. If you have any equipment that is maybe unnecessary or ultra sensitive, you might want to unplug that. In fact, do unplug. Go through your list, go through the home and unplug items that you won't need during the storm. Charge up all your electronics, your laptop, computers, your cell phones. Make sure you have a good charge, because we don't know what the storm will bring, and we don't know how long the duration of the outages might be. So if you're prepared, more power to you, right? So definitely, for your refrigeration and your freezer, put it at its highest level of its coolest level. You want to make sure your items in the refrigerator and freezer stay as cool as long as possible. And if you do experience an outage, make sure you're not going into the refrigerator every 5 minutes. Try to keep it closed as much as possible.
And if customers do happen to have a power outage at their home, what do they need to do?
Well, hopefully you've had things unplugged. And if you haven't, go ahead and unplug unnecessary equipment. When the power does come back on, you want to gradually plug things back in.
And how can they report a problem or check if other customers or residents in their area also are experiencing an outage? Is there a website or a report it hotline?
Yeah, we definitely have updates on our website. We do have our trouble lines, our 24/7 trouble lines that they can call to report their outages. Oftentimes they will get, when they call, it'll list all the areas that we're working on or we know are experiencing outages. So we just want to let people know to be patient with us. We've activated our emergency response teams. We're ready for any power restoration, but before anything else, we just want to make sure that we have damage assessments done. and that we can respond. Our highest priority is to respond to critical infrastructure to make sure that they have power restored to our hospitals, our, all the facilities that run our, that we need to run our everyday lives. So we just want to make sure that those are a higher priority. Just ask customers to be patient.
Shannon, which areas of the state are more prone to power outages during times like these?
Well, I don't think any area is safe. If we're going to be experiencing the winds that they're predicting, no area is safe. And the areas that we'll see probably, or have a higher percentage of an outage would be areas where there's, lots of vegetation. We try to manage as much as we can throughout the year, but we're not going to be able to get to everything. And a lot of times limbs and trees will fall into our lines, no matter how careful we are about keeping up with managing that.
All right, Shannon Tongonan with Hawaiian Electric, thank you so much for joining us this morning live via FaceTime. And of course, Shannon just mentioned there is an outage in Wailuku, Maui, which we'll get more information on. She didn't mention what time they started receiving reports or how many homes were affected, but we will get you that information as soon as she lets us know.